Hi, I'm Yolanda Perdomo. I'm a host and producer here at WBEZ, and here's how I spent my day at the Illinois Railway Museum. The IRM is about an hour north of Chicago in Union, Illinois, and to me it's one of the most underrated museums in the area. Trains of every size from every era can be seen on acres and acres of land, and many of the trains are housed in these giant sheds that are as large as airplane hangars. There are no docents to lead you around, but you'll see museum volunteers everywhere. They're either driving the trains or repairing older ones for the public to see. Different trains run on different weekends. On this day, it was a Pullman car and a Chicago trolley that was on city streets in the 1960s. One of the best things to do while riding on the trains on the grounds is looking at the old advertisements. They're all original, and they always provide a fun context to what life was like for those commuting on these trains. Even though there are dozens of trains covered in garages, walking through what I call these train graveyards is like walking through a history book. This looks like a fancy living room, but it's actually a sitting room in a rear train car where the very wealthy traveled back in the early 1900s. And I would have loved to have traveled this way in luxury and comfort. Out of all the trains here, the one that I go to every time, whether it's running or not, is the Streamliner. Its sleek Art Deco design is so beautiful. And by the way, if it looks familiar, that's because its shiny cousin is at the Museum of Science and Industry. Not all of the trains are refurbished or left for dead. Some are closed but harvested for their parts to be used on a train that'll someday be showcased.